stop. If you're planning to visit Cartagena, you must watch this video first. Look, y'all, Cartagena is our absolute favorite destination to get away and party like there's no tomorrow. I promise you that by the end of this video, you'll know all the secrets about what to eat, where to stay, and what to do. Let's get to it. Bienvenidos, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm your host, Big Will, and this is BLAXIT to Panama, where we discuss all things to help empower Black people living in North America to escape, bounce, say deuces, and living as second-class citizens. If you're new to the show, welcome, welcome, welcome. We hope that you will learn something useful on your journey, but please take a second to like and subscribe to help us grow. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss anything. And as always, mad love to my repeat offenders out there. Let me take a quick moment here to recognize the people who have supported the show financially as producers and consultation clients. Mucho gracias, part of Tu Ayuda. It means the world to me, y'all. Oh my God, I can't say enough. For information on how to become a producer or a consultation client, I'm going to link that right here and I'm going to put it in the comments. All right, fam, so let's talk about it. Cartagena. Oh my God. We absolutely love Cartagena to death. There is so much to love there. Number one, the people and the culture. Y'all, let me tell you how good it feels to land in a major metropolitan city and then see yourself reflected in the mainstream media, the print ads, the commercials, the lipstick ads with dark-skinned Black people. Y'all, it's part of the mainstream culture there. The Afro-Colombian culture is present as soon as you land. That's one of our favorite things. We love the food. The food is absolutely fantastic. It's flavorful. Fat Boy approved, y'all. Fat Boy was getting it on. The location of the Caribbean, we love that. So after traveling the world a little bit, we discovered that we love the waters of the Caribbean the best. Those blue waters, you can see through to it. You can see your feet even when you're knee and thigh deep in the water. The white sands, the soft waves. If you follow the show, you know that we lived on the Pacific for a year. Those waves were great for surfing, but oh my God, oh my God, it was just too much. It was knocking me down. So we love the location on the Caribbean. The last thing that we love about Cartagena, oh my God, the prices. The prices are bananas. It's so cheap. It is so cheap to go there and have a really good getaway. And speaking of prices, let me say this real quick. Pro tip, they use pesos. The conversion is like 4,000 pesos to $1, so buckle up. You're going to be doing a lot of math, player. You're going to be getting fly rule out. We've had some interesting things. I'm checking out the hotel last time, the hotel you're about to see, and the guy's like, we need to settle up your charges. We've had massages. We've been ordering drinks by the pool, food by the pool, all kinds of stuff. So, I'm sitting there knowing that this bill is about to hit, and he's like, okay, well, that's going to be like 1,400,000 pesos. And I'm like, y'all, that worked out to like, I think it was $130, $150, something like that. But anyway. All right, fam, so let's talk about what to do. First up, just enjoy being a descendant of the African continent in a place that features the culture of the diaspora. Afro-Colombian music and food and people are ever present, so just soak it up. Okay, so for a deep dive into the culture, just walk over to the barrio of Gethsemane. This bohemian flavored neighborhood is just dripping with Afro-Colombian art and music. It's absolutely everywhere. You see the Afro-Colombian women in their traditionally brightly colored La Polera outfits. You're running the street vendors selling every kind of wares. There's sidewalk cafes for teas or pizza. You can get absolutely beautiful African art everywhere. It's in the graffiti, it's on canvases, it's in the murals along the walls. Y'all, it's absolutely everywhere. I would highly suggest a walking tour at Gethsemane to be able to get the full experience of walking the streets with all the parasols and more. Now, for those looking for a deeper dive into Afro-Colombian culture, I would highly suggest a day trip to Palenque. The official name of this town is San Basilio de Palenque. The word Palenque means walled town. It's the site of the very first successful revolt of the enslaved in the Americas, North, South, and Central. TripAdvisor had bus tours to Palenque for about $80 per person that included transportation and lunch. But we got a private tour to take us on the hour-and-a-half drive to Palenque, and then he coordinated with a private guide for us in Palenque. The whole thing cost us about $35 per person once you do the math and conversion. There were 4 of us. Y'all, we had a great time. The driver picked us up in a nice, big, and clean SUV. Turned out he was an ex-cop with the tourist police in Cartagena and knew a ton of history. He didn't speak much English, but we were good to go as one of the people in the crew was a native speaker. Shout out to Tito. Y'all, once we arrived in Palenque, we met with our guide. This brother was born and raised in Palenque and spoke great English. He told us so much about the history. He walked us around the town, showing us the landmarks and greeting his neighbors along the way. It was a beautiful sight to behold. We even got to meet the town's doctor and had a quick lesson on some holistic medicines and natural remedies. We enjoyed a drink of their homemade whiskey. Whoo, oh my goodness. And we even received a blessing and bracelets that are anointed to protect us. So take that, devils. I've been anointed and blessed. Ha! Y'all, it was surreal seeing my people here in South America. Even though I'm going to tell you about some other stuff we did, make no mistake, this was the highlight of the trip for us. Now, for those looking for a fun way to see the city, you can't go wrong with the hop-on, hop-off sightseeing double-decker buses. Y'all, for $5 per person, you can get a 2-day ticket that allows you access to the bus in the 12 different areas of the city they go to on their route. You can hop on and ride the whole route, cool off like we did, or hop off at different spots and then hop back on so you can see the museums, the playas, the shops. The buses run hourly, so we got to see downtown Cartagena, Boca Grande, Gethsemane, and landmarks. Now, after you toured the city, you want to head over to the marina and book the day trip to an island called Isla Bella. Oh my God, this is the perfect day trip. This is the perfect beach day, and by far the most enjoyable excursion we have ever had in our lives for the money. The value was tremendous. What we got was tremendous. So you arrive at the marina to check in. You see that check-in is nice and orderly. They have all the seats out there for the people waiting. And you see that you're going to be on this really nice big speedboat. The ride out there takes about 45 minutes, but you're comfortable. It's not like the panga boats that we're used to in Panama. So if you saw my San Blas video, I'll link it right here and in the comments. If you saw my San Blas video, you know that we were like the Three Stooges, getting wet with the water splashing in our faces. Y'all, this speedboat, nobody was getting wet. So we had a great time. You arrive at Isla Bella. It's a private beach. They have everything set up for you. You check in with your name, and then they walk you over to your day bed. They had beach lounges. They had big body pillows that you could lay on. It was just gorgeous. They even had a swing in the water, some photo op type things, some steps that were in the water, and my favorite, the floating bar. Brother came along with a canoe. He had his coconuts and his machete, and he would chop the joints off the top of the coconuts, hollow that joint out, clean it out, and then make the strongest rum cocktail I've ever seen. I think it was supposed to be pina coladas. All I saw was a whole lot of rum. Y'all, this place was great. They offer massages, and there's also a hotel where you can spend the night. Our fee included lunch. They had a really nice open air restaurant, y'all. The lunch was absolutely fantastic. We had choices of pescado or carne or something else. I went for the pescado. Of course, they served the whole sea bass head on it, but the way they fried it, it was seasoned so well. I don't know how the juices got that deep into the fish, but it was one of the best fried fishes I've had since I've been in Central America, but this is South America. Also, the coconut rice. Oh my God, it was. Let me stop. Fat Boy's getting happy, but the service was highly attentive. They had people walking around bringing us drinks and everything. You could go on little excursions to explore the other side of the island, or they had a house on a little, I don't know what to call it. It was a little island by itself, just a little piece of rock sticking out the water with a house. But the whole thing was only $50 per person. $50 per person for an all-day beach trip excursion, like with service like this. I can't begin to think of another place that's been able to deliver that. And since we've already been talking about boats, this is a great time to talk about the party cruise. The party cruise leaves from the same marina as the Isla Bella cruise, and it's a 2-hour boat ride around the bay. You leave the marina, you go out way into the bay, you watch the sunset. It's gorgeous. They're throwing drinks down your gut, and then at some point in time they turn on the loud music. They have professional dancers out there, a dance team getting everybody hyped. The party lights came on, and y'all, it got crunk up in that joint. One thing that I really loved about this cruise was the feeling of inclusiveness from the Colombian people, or the people on the boat, because there were Venezuelans, there were Brazilians, there were people all over. They gave shout outs to where people were from. So the inclusiveness, everybody danced. There were no wallflowers. If they saw you as a wallflower, they came and got you. You went dance. So we were wallflowers. They came to get us. And next thing you know, we're in the middle of everybody's hi. And Sonja's dropping it like it's hot, showing them what that go-go thing is all about. And they're clapping and cheering and everything. Y'all, we had a wonderful time on this party cruise. I highly suggest spending those 2 hours. All right, BLAXIT and repeat offenders. The last thing to do, and this is for my grown and sexy repeat offenders out there. One of our absolute favorites ever was going to Tobacco and Ron's cigar shop in the Wall City. Y'all, this is a cigar shop, and they serve all kinds of liquors. They actually sell food too and everything, but the most exciting part about that, if you smoke cigars, you're going to have a good time. If you drink liquor, you're going to have a good time. But the most thrilling part of it for me was the art and the live music. Y'all, I keep telling you, the Afro-Colombian culture is pervasive. Look at these images of what was on the walls, and I was already sold once I saw the artwork. But then the band started playing, and they're warming up, and they're introducing themselves in Spanish, and they're like, give it up for the Kunta Kinte Trio. And I'm like, what? Oh my God, the Kunta Kinte Trio. These 3 Latin dudes were doing it. The dude on the congos was the band leader. I mean, he had that joint working. He looked like Go-Go Jimmy to me. I had to rap to him. So, later on, through Tito, once again, shout out to Tito, the Spanish speaker with us, I was able to talk to the leader of the band and find out, how did you go about picking his name? And he was like, look, the Afro-Colombian culture is what it is in Colombia. If you're going to dance, if you're going to sing, if you're going to eat, it's Afro-Colombian. And they thought of a name that would really reflect that and would be recognizable. And I had to dap them up for that one, because Kunta Kinte, dude, you're going deep on that one. But the thing that he said that stuck with me and was, one day this music is going to unite the world. And y'all, on this evening, here we were, black expats from America, We had met two women from the Netherlands or Switzerland that just came in and ended up sitting with us, and the next thing you know, they drinking with us. There's a brother and his wife from Puerto Rico, but they were from, I mean, they lived in California, but they were Puerto Ricans. And then there was a whole bachelor party full of dudes from Venezuela, and everybody was vibing and dancing together. So I'm like, you're absolutely right, dude. This music is going to unite the world. You already got a head start. All right, fam. So let's talk about Fat Boy. Where to eat. Y'all, Cartagena is full of all kinds of flavorful food. You're going to get seafood. You're going to get cow. You're going to get pig, barbecue. There's Italian, Chinese, authentic Colombian food, Mexican, whatever. So the first place is Andres. Andres is a wonderful restaurant. It's located in the Circle Theater or Circle Teatro Mall within the walled city. It's a pretty sizable restaurant. I think like Cheesecake Factory size. The food, the menu was extensive. Here's some images of the menu right here so that you can see. You know, there's some carne, you had some pescado. I could tell that it was a lively celebration type restaurant. We saw a lot of families there. They were singing happy birthday to people. And then the thing I love, they had people dressed up as like Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean. So, oh man, they were having fun with their audience and taking pictures with people and every good thing. So it's a fun spot within the wall city. I would highly suggest going to Andres. It's moderately pricey, but it's Cartagena. So, I mean, you know, moderately pricey in Cartagena is going to run you about $75 at, you know, if you eat and drink like we do. We getting bottles of sangria, I mean, jars of sangria and everything, and multiple rounds of drinks, which add up to any bill. So next up is Anya. Anya is gorgeous. So we went to Anya on our anniversary. 17th century French-inspired New Orleans type of architecture. The detail on the awnings and everything was just stellar. The decor of this restaurant left nothing to be desired. You know, we walked by the first night and there was a nice woman hostess outside the door that spoke to us and showed us the menu. So we knew that was going to be the spot that we chose for our anniversary. The service was impeccable. They used team service, so we didn't want for anything. The menu was quite extensive. So, you know, for those just joining, I'm allergic to shellfish. There was plenty of stuff for me to eat. There's plenty of stuff for my wife to eat, who eats all the shellfish in the world. We just had a great time. It's a beautiful place. It's, you know, a little bit high-end compared to some other restaurants out there. But anyway, Mirador Gastro Rooftop, y'all. The food is fabulous. The service was good, but the best feature about this is the rooftop. It's right by the clock tower. There's live music and bands playing. It's just a lively spot. It's tapas-style food, heavy with the Mexican influence and Spanish influence as far as tapas go. Great place. So the first time in Cartagena, we stayed at a fantastic Airbnb. Oh my God, we lucked up. This lovely unit was located inside the wall city and right in the heart of the action. We had a balcony overlooking the street and spent hours just sipping rum and watching the people. We watched the horse buggies going by, click, 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 click down the street. Y'all, there was a little restaurant across the street that had a mariachi band, and they were getting it on. They were inside the club. We could hear them and being muted, and then they would come out to the street and play to help get people in. It was a scene. We had a ball. There was a clothing store across the street. Sonja got to get some shop on there. There was a nice restaurant directly outside our door. This Airbnb was in the heart of the action. I'm telling you, we didn't miss a thing. I've linked this Airbnb in the comments if you're interested in seeing their availability. I highly suggest it. They did a great job for us. The next time in Cartagena, we stayed at the Nacar Hotel Cartagena. Y'all, this is a fabulous hotel that is part of Hilton's Curio collection. It's like one of their boutique hotels. Y'all, this hotel was absolutely gorgeous. The room was huge. It looked like a 17th century villa with updated modern fixtures. They had a really nice rooftop pool and a rooftop lounge area where we could grab lunch while sunbathing, and they even had the little misting machines, because y'all, Cartagena is hot. It's hot, it's hot. It's hotter than Panama. So those misting machines came in handy. As a matter of fact, let me take a quick aside. So you see me with some of my typical tropics, Central America, South America gear. You know, must go with the hat to protect yourself. Got to have the glasses that tint up in the shade, and the neck fan. The neck fan saved my life in Cartagena. Y'all, this thing is blowing cold air as I speak right now, because it's about 85 degrees out here, but I'm chilling. Full disclosure, I'm going to put a link in the comments. I have an affiliate agreement with Amazon. If you buy this, it's no extra cost to you. It's going to be the same cost if you're going to buy it anyway. But if you use my link, you help support the show, and I really appreciate that. So full disclosure, this is a paid ad. But back to the Nacar. So the room that we stayed in came with a breakfast buffet that was absolutely stellar. The breakfast featured lots of fruits, all kinds of bread options, cheeses, charcuterie. There was a waffle station, y'all, Hershey syrup on my waffles, honey, whatever. And then you could always order custom omelets and sausages and much more. The service was absolutely stellar at this hotel, y'all. We're definitely going to stay there again. The only knock that I have was that my Fire Stick didn't work well with their Wi-Fi. Their Wi-Fi had a two-step authentication. You put the hotel password and all that in, and then there was another separate password after that one that you had to put in, and it just killed the Fire Stick. But who's watching TV in Cartagena anyway, right? So that's it, fam. Thank you so much. Now you are fully armed with information. You know what to do, you know where to stay, and you know what to eat when you go to Cartagena, so that you can do things like Big Wheel and have a great time. Once again, if this is your first time joining us, thank you so much for watching the show. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe so that you can help us grow. We hope that you learned something. Repeat offenders, thank you so much for watching and all the mad love. Y'all, I could not do this without your support. Hit me up on Facebook. Follow me at BigWillTV. Y'all, that's the best way to get in contact with me. And until the next show. Ciao.